Hi guys and welcome to my latest video. This is episode 7 of Reseller Reality. This is my weekly show now. I've ended up doing that basically shares with you guys what I sold, how much for, and what profit I made over the past week. And then I show you guys some of my more interesting sales. So this week I've actually got 10 cool items to show you. And then obviously we can get into the numbers. Just to give you a heads up about the results for the past week, pretty good week. I mean, I managed to turn £35 of item into £554 of turnover, so pretty happy with that. Obviously, could be better, but you know we're always aiming and striving for improvement, and hopefully, if I keep doing this, I will get there eventually. But for now, let me just switch you over to this view here and I can start talking you through some of the more interesting sales of the past week. So this is a Toshiba DVD video recorder. DVD recorder combis are always in demand, and especially if you can get ones which are where the DVD is also a recording device. As well, so sometimes you get a lot of DVD players and video recorders, but if you can get a device like this where the DVD also records, they're still very much sought after because it's a very simple way for some people to copy all their old VHS tapes across into DVD format. So that was a nice sale, bearing in mind I paid, I think, like a fiver or something for it. I accepted an offer, I think, in the end of 70 or something. I'm not 100% certain. I'll have to double check. It didn't have a remote control, otherwise could have gotten a fair bit more, but still happy with that sale. Next item up, again, it's another £5 pickup. It's a Kenwood Chef mixer, really nice vintage model A701. It had the glass bowl. The glass bowl did have a slight chip in it. Well, not a chip, but like a hairline crack. It came with 3 of these attachments, and the whole lot went for £60, which I'm pretty pleased with. I may have been able to get more if I was willing to hold on to it for a bit longer, but I think from 5 to 60, I'm pretty happy with. Next item. Now this is interesting because this pair of shoes I've had for like probably about a year now. I started originally asking for a really high price, like £100 for them, because I genuinely thought they were at one point worth it, and they probably still are. These are Sebago limited edition penny loafers. These were I did a bit of research on these when I got these. Really nice kind of orange and black type penny loafer. These were these were actually only released to a certain number of stores in this particular in this colorway, but obviously I'd completely overpriced them. But still £30. I got these in a bag of shoes from auction, so they wouldn't have owed me much, maybe a couple of pounds or something like that. Next item, this was an auction pickup where I paid £2 for a crate of shoes. The rest of them were rubbish, but I spotted these by June, and I know June's a good brand because Mrs. wears these this brand of shoes as well. And I think they've gone under now. I think the business is bust. I'm not 100% certain. But anyway, nice green polka dot, green white polka dot heels with a little clutch purse there. Went for £30, so very happy with that. And a shout out to Caroline for actually giving me the right keywords, because I was describing this set wrong. I think I was just calling it like a bag or a handbag, but a clutch is the word that I wanted to use. And also, normally I only use the UK sizes in my titles, but having the EU size as well is definitely a good tip that I got from Caroline, so shout out to her for that. Next item, I'm really happy with this. Picked this up for like 50p or a pound, something along those lines, from the boot fair, and it's a heavy duty type hole punch or heavy duty perforator, made in England, sold very quickly within a week, I think, for about £25 posted. So very happy with that sale as well, considering it only cost me like a pound 50, something along those lines. Next item. Now this was a lovely sale. This was actually a job lot of books that I got from auction. I think I paid like £2 something for each set, and I was actually quite happy to see these go. And thankfully, there was 2 sets. It was actually this one here, the Vintage Electrical Encyclopedia, and the Vintage Modern Electrical Engineering textbooks, and they both actually were bought by one buyer out somewhere in Sweden, I think. So I woke up in the morning to a nice like like a £87 sale, and going via the GSP to Sweden. So very, very happy with that, considering I only paid like £2 per set of books, so something along those lines. So very happy with those. So those were the next two items. Now this is quite a nice one. Got this at my local charity shop, and it's the Casada Mini Well Twist Massager. I only paid £3 for this. Now people have been letting this go at auction for a lot less. But considering these are like 200 odd pounds brand new, I knew that I would get my asking of 80, which I think seems to be the more top end of what people get when they're selling this for buy it now. So it's quite a nice little item. It was like a little, it's got these straps so you can strap this item onto like the back of a chair or wherever else, and it's got these massage balls which kind of press against your back or wherever you're trying to massage. So someone will get some use out of that. So from 3 to 80, very happy with that. This little sale is quite nice as well. It's a plastic John Smith's ashtray, but it's a pub ashtray. It's made in Italy. It's very good quality plastic, whatever the plastic is. And I only paid 25 pence per ashtray, which is really cheap. I got two for 50p, and this one's gone within a week of me listing it for £12, minus the postage, obviously. So I'm not going to make masses of money on it, but still, it was a nice little sale there for me. And that takes us on to the final item, which is also a boot fair pickup of 50 pence. And it's gone again within, I think, a week or 2 weeks maybe. That went for £20, and it's a vintage Action Force carry case. These styles of carry cases, they're from like the mid-80s. They're quite valuable. They do quite well. This is a 1987 Milton Bradley Action Force case. It's just a carry case, really. Nothing special about it at all. You can see it's got some various wear on the edges, etc. But these are quite collectible. So if you see these out, definitely look to pick those up. So those were the sales I had for the week. So what I'm going to do now is just switch over to the spreadsheet view. Let me just quickly. There we go. Let's just get that sorted. Actually, the other view is better. There you go, have me on this side. And what I'll do is I'll see if I can make this a bit bigger. So this is week 3. Let's have a look. Ooh. That's what I want to do. There we go. That's a bit better. Okay. So that is my week's performance. So you can see I turned £35 into £554 of sales. Now that's pretty good. I was working on a profit on return of 70%, so actually the profit out of that was £388, which is not bad. Obviously, you've got to take tax out of that as well. And then you have to think about other things as well. So, for example, your fuel cost. You've got to think about your actual cost of materials, packaging materials. You've got to take into consideration how much you're going to put back into stock. So 388 after as profit is not bad, but that's not complete profit. I should point that out. It is pretty close because packaging materials don't really cost me a lot. I use secondhand cardboard, and it's just really the bubble wrap, etc. And obviously all of that stuff it can be taken off your profit before the tax is done. But my rough profit, so I should call it, it's pretty accurate. Is a 388.92 there. So that's from sales of £554. Again, item wise, I actually didn't do too badly. Selling 22 items this week, so that's an improvement over previous weeks. And just to show you guys, for example, a couple of these sales. So there's the ashtray that I showed you. It cost me 25 pence. Sold it for £12. In the end, I walked away with £7.26. So not massive money there from a £12 sale. You've got to bear in mind the cost of selling items on eBay for the privilege of selling on there. But still, it is good profit. I can't complain too much. Similarly, if you look at the Action Force case there, 50 pence, sold it for 20. After all costs, I'm walking away with about 14 quid. So, it's a fair chunk that they take, but still, I'm pretty happy with the way that the sales are going. I'm up to now about 330 listings on my store, so slowly but surely getting there. I have been also sending things into Amazon, but on a really negligible scale, to be honest with you. So until that's up to a better standard, there's no point really talking about that. But I'm overall pleased. The month so far is going okay. This is my update for the month. Let me just see if I can move that up there. Yep, you can see that I'm basically on about £1,600 of turnover so far in these 3 weeks, and clearing about £1,100 of profit. So 67%, which is not bad for 3 weeks so far, but there's a lot more that can be done. I mean, you guys have seen people on the Facebook groups who are doing incredible turnover. So there's big room for improvement, and even for me personally, this is I mean, I don't intend to go massive and become a millionaire from eBay, but I do intend to make a lot more income than I currently am on eBay. So I've got a lot of work on eBay to do before I can get to that stage, if that makes sense. Anyway, guys, one final thing. I've actually removed my spreadsheet video. It's a temporary thing. It's still there, but I've made it private because unfortunately I'm having issues with my well, not issues, but my website. I kind of want to learn a bit of web developing, I suppose, and I'm going to mess around with WordPress, but that's something I want to do in my own time. So once my website is up, I will make that video live again. So if any of you want to make use of that spreadsheet, that's when you'll be able to get hold of it. Anyway, guys, I hope you found this video useful. If you did, give it a thumbs up and leave a comment in the comment section, and I'll look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.